Hello and welcome to class. We'll begin in our Qigong stance. So our feet will be hip width distance apart or so. And if you're unsure about the hip distance apart, you can bring your two fists together and just looking down, making sure you can see your feet on either side of your fists. Just getting comfortable in your stance. Softening the knees just a little bit so they're not completely locked out. Tucking your tailbone under. Lengthening up through your spine. Just rolling your shoulders back and down. Closing down your eyes or just a soft gaze downwards. Beginning to connect with your breath. And starting to breathe in and out through your nose. Taking these first few moments to slow and deepen your breath. And as you're deepening your breath, beginning to soften through the body, softening the muscles through the face, especially the little muscles around your eyes, your jaw. And then just moving your awareness down the body, softening any areas that are a little bit tense or tight in your own time. And taking 3 more slow and deep breaths. We'll gently take 3 cleansing breaths. So it's an inhale through your nose and just a sigh out of the mouth. So when you're ready, taking a deep breath in and just sighing out through the mouth. Twice more, breathing in, releasing that breath. One more time, inhale and letting it go. Returning back to your natural deep breath in and out through the nose. And we'll open our practice with Shoshe, opening the chi gates. So gently sweeping your arms up and overhead. Gaze can follow if that's comfortable in your head and neck. And then the palms face down as you guide the hands down the body. We just take that movement twice more. And when you're ready, bringing your hands onto your shoulders. And we'll just circle the elbows in one direction. Doesn't matter what direction you start with. You can make these circles as big or as small as you'd like. Taking one more in this direction. And then just going the other way. And taking one more here. And then releasing your hands. Might like to roll the shoulders back and down. Taking a full breath in. And releasing that breath out. And the hands can stay just by your sides, or you may like to bring them onto your hips for this next one. We're just going to shift the weight over to one leg and pick up the other foot and come onto your toes. And from here, we're just circling the knee and the ankle, kind of the hip as well in one direction. So again, these circles can be as big or as small as you'd like them to be. And just going in the opposite direction. Just taking one more circle. And then bringing that foot back down. And we'll just come onto the other side. So shifting your weight into that leg, coming onto the toes, and just circling that knee. Just gently opening through the hips. One more in this direction. And just going the other way. Just one more here. And then coming back to your Qigong stance, releasing your hands by your sides. And then gently swinging your arms, gently hitting the front of the hip, and the backhand just hits the middle of your lower back. And we're just gently swinging and tapping those 2 points. Taking 3 more full breaths in this movement. And then slowing the arms down. Just finding your way back to your Qigong stance. Taking a deep breath into the belly. And that breath just flows back out. 2 more full breaths. And when you're ready, we'll just take our stance out just a little bit wider. We're going to bring the hands onto the thighs or just above the knees. and we're going to come over to one side. So we're twisting a little bit through the waist, and then we're going to slowly sway our body to the other side. So we sway the hips first, the side body, and the head comes over last. And then again, just swaying from side to side here. So hips, side body, and head. Taking a little twist through the waist. Just going at your own time, your own breath. You can bend into your knees as much as comfortable. Just taking one more round. Then coming to the center and forward folding. And again, bending your knees as much as comfortable. Hands can rest on the legs or you can dangle them down. You may like to bring in a little bit of movement or remain in stillness, completely up to you. Taking 3 more full breaths. And then bringing your hands to the outer edges of your feet, so where your pinky toes are. And we're going to sweep the hands along the side of the foot and up the outside of the leg as you roll up through the spine. And the hands are going to come to the lower back and just take a gentle tap with the hands. And then the hands are going to travel back down the legs, coming back down into that forward fold. Hands travel around your feet, so around the pinky toes, all the way to the big toe. And then the hands come up the inside of your leg as you roll up through the spine. Hands come up all the way to the navel. And then releasing your hands by your side. That's our next movement. So sweeping your hands up, forward folding. Hands come to that pinky edge of the feet, coming up the outside of the leg as you roll up. Hands come to the lower back, the kidneys, gentle tap. And then rolling back down. Hands travel from the pinky toes to the big toe, and then coming up the inside of the leg as you roll the spine up. Hands come to the navel, and then releasing them by your sides. So I'll just guide one more time through, reaching hands to the sky, forward folding. Hands to the pinky edge of the foot, coming up the outside leg as you roll the spine. Hands to the lower back, gentle tap. And then rolling back down. And the hands travel around the toes to the big toe and come up the inside of the leg as you roll back up. Hands to the navel, and then we release. So just going in your own time, your own breath. Making this one your last round. Meeting back in your Qigong stance, bringing your feet hip width distance apart when you're ready. Just breathing in and out through the nose. Taking one more full breath. And then we'll bring our arms out to the sides, palms facing up. We're just going to bring one hand, doesn't matter what side you start with, one hand behind the lower back, like so. And with your outstretched hand, you're just going to gaze over to that hand, and that hand is going to lift up. And as you gaze to your hand, we're just going to twist through the waist as much as comfortable, turning back. And then coming forward again. Both hands reach back out. And we're just alternating, so the other hand comes behind the back, gazing over to your outstretched hand. The palm comes in as you gaze to it, and then twisting through the waist as much as comfortable. And just pausing in the stretch just for a breath or two. And then coming centered, hands reach out. And I think I said palms up, but palms are down. Gazing over to the other hand. Oh, that hand comes behind the back. As you gaze, the other hand comes up. And again, just twisting, turning through the waist. Pausing for a breath or two. And then coming centered again. Hands stretch out. And just going at your own pace. We'll just take one more round on each side. Reaching your arms out, taking a deep breath in, opening over the chest, and then releasing your hands by your side, taking a deep breath in, slow breath out. Another full deep breath. And then from here, we're going to come seated. So if you have a cushion or a bolster, you're more than welcome to grab that. And coming seated when you're ready. So you can be cross-legged or on the knees. Resting your hands on your lap or on your knees. Closing your eyes or soft gaze downwards. And once more, just traveling your awareness from the top of your head down the body, softening any areas of tension or tightness, or softening the shoulders away from the ears. Just doing this in your own time, starting with the face. And when you finish softening through the body, there's no rush, but when you're finished with that, just allow your body to rest, allowing the breath to come and go easily, softly. Feeling the body resting here as you Allow the weight of your body to sink down into the earth. There's no need to hold yourself up or effort needed. Just allow yourself to be in your softness, in your breath. Taking 3 more full deep breaths. We'll close our practice with Shoshe, like we did at the start, but the intention of closing our practice. So when you're ready, sweeping your hands to the sky, you can keep your eyes closed or gaze can follow the hands, whichever you prefer. Guiding the hands down the body. And taking that movement twice more. Bringing your hands to the lower dantian, just underneath the belly button. Allowing all that qi that you've cultivated to settle in the body. Taking one more breath here. And then bringing your hands to your heart space, bowing your head slightly in down towards the heart, offering yourself gratitude, compassion. And taking one more breath. And bringing your head back up to center, releasing your hands back down into your lap or on your knees. And if your eyes are closed, gently blink them open. And thank you for practicing with me today.